Taboo conversations, witty interpretations. Moe Vader on the hunt, ain't got a grudge. Street news is the tea. Vexxed Uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexxed Uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexxed Uncensored, fuck the beat.
1, 2, 3.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 2025.
And welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Moe Vader.
And me, Saint. We have returned from hiatus. You had a sabbatical at this point.
Took a little light break.
As you do.
As you do. How are you?
Alright, yeah, so it doesn't, it feels like, yeah, it's a new year, but it's kind of hard to keep track of, even though everyone's like, January always feels like a year, because it just drags on for some reason. A new song, which was cool, with like a new kind of producer and new shit. And yeah, that's pretty much been me. What about you, sir?
Well, we are officially in the month that, this attack helicopter will reach 899 years.
So guys, Moe Vader is literally less than a month old, like younger than me.
Yes, so let's see how that goes.
Get a head down that slide first, and you're behind. You got me back.
Yeah. You know, gonna have a quiet one.
Yeah.
You know, with the dearest. Just another day in another week in another month.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Another year.
Well, I tell you what, the pressures, I'm not going to call it a pressure. The mindset to prepare, well, that's the...
With the rising cost of everything, literally, it's so annoying now. London is just like...
It's true. I think I last went to what people will call a high street supermarket. And I think it was like 8 or 9 items, £86. Half of which was lettuce, salad, tomatoes, cucumber.
Is that from like Sainsbury's or something?
Yeah.
I just don't like Sainsbury's. If you're going to charge me all that money, which are always a bit dear.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so expensive now. And they're rude. They don't train their staff still after like over fucking 30 years. I've had a sibling work there. Like, they so don't care because they make so much money. They bought Argos. They've done a lot. I bare issues with fucking Argos to Sainsbury's they just think they're like, they can disrespect you in your face right on the floor. And it's like, what? You lot are like charging bare money. If it was Lidl, I'd be like, all right, fine. You're charging fucking peanuts. But you lot are rude and you're fucking expensive. They've ruined Argos. They've ruined all these companies because they just don't do nothing. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So
it's wild.
Crazy one.
Yeah. Same with Uber, all of that. They're all just getting rude to their customers now. And it's like, you are fucking taking the piss, like extortion.
Yeah, the age of customer service is over.
It's gone.
It's over.
It's gone. We're not mercy hiring blacks no more and lesbians. We're back to the old school shit for some reason. I'm like, what? When did this happen?
You know, I did notice when you send and receive emails from, say, a social worker or someone from the council, or an office-based professional, they don't put he, her, they, them anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've taken it out of their...
To like, sir.
Yeah.
Madam.
They just drop their name and leave it as that.
Yeah.
Which I think is good.
Yes. Just like, the old school ways are fine. Like, why are we trying to every time I try to get futuristic and ultra modern and utopian, you just roll back anyway, because it's exhausting. Yeah. Humans are not perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
We're a mess.
It's true. And the adjustment is just...
To be honest.
It's just unnecessary, honestly.
Yeah.
Very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Now for the hottest topics.
Well, let's get into topics.
Yes.
New AI model DeepSeek overtakes the technology market globally.
Is back on the global stage with their AI. It's just better, faster. Yeah, better than OpenAI, who spent 500 million, more than that. Probably some billions on developing and getting to where they are. And this Chinese company's done it in like almost fucking like 5% of the cost. I've proven they don't need like Nvidia's mad chips to run it.
Yeah.
And like, or investing in, so I don't know, it's just, even the chip companies that make them have to just invest in new machines. The machines cost $250,000 or something on their own. So it's like,
Oh, right.
yeah. And Taiwan is the biggest chip maker. So it's just like all of that. And then politics in Taiwan. What if China fucks up with Taiwan? Then everything loses its chips and everything processors that we run everything with.
Yeah.
We're going to be fucked in that way. Never mind electric and access to that shit. But yeah, so I guess they've just shamed everyone. And even Trump's like, yeah, it's good. The OpenAI guy's like, yeah, it's good. Microsoft's like, fine, yeah, it's good. And then this Chinese man's just like, I've been telling you I'm going to do this. And it's open source. And us Chinese aren't like that. We're private. But we've done this open source. Do you know what I mean? Like, get on board. And so stocks have plummeted for everyone. It's just like fucked.
Yeah, I had noticed. I've been seeing the notifications, the phone's going off. Nvidia down 10.42%.
Yeah.
That's down.
Shameful. They were the ones set. They were set.
Yeah.
And now they're fucked.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
But they've been closing down factories in China. They've been pulling out. You know,
because America's made them promise not to let the Chinese on American business, which is like them, and they've agreed this whole time. So China's like, well, we've proven we don't need it. We've done it anyway, and it's fucking up your shit. But now they're ramping up restrictions. I think they might ban DeepSeek in America, maybe even here. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised.
But there's a delegate going to China for financial reasons here, like next month with the Bank of England. So they're not going to fucking sanction China when they want clearly a new partnership.
No. That won't be happening. Besides, the UK was left out and dry after the whole Brexit shenanigans. So they need.
About time they're doing some official business on our behalf. Like, you just sat here since Brexit, letting everything fall apart. But like, what new business? That was the whole point. Like, independent. What new business we doing, guys? What's going?
Yeah, but they've got no sway. Politically speaking, when the UK was in the EU, that quote unquote special relationship with the US was beneficial and it played to US's hand. Now that the UK has no say in the EU, it's just one island off of main body EU, main body Europe. Yeah. So the US either has to find a little bitch in the EU. Yeah. Or they've got to go back to pre-1945. The US is the giant over there across the pond. Yeah. And whatever their dealings are with Europe is clear cut. Yeah. You know, a battle of negotiations.
But only like Trump wanting everything to be made in America from now on and da-da-da, and like trying to limit Mexico's sneaky tactics, letting China in through their like permissions, like just getting better shit from China, but they can change the sticker on it because I think if they make one adjustment in China, in like Mexico, then you can say it's like an original product from Mexico. No, it's not. Yeah. So they've just been like, okay, yeah, bitch, like they won't let you in, but like get behind me.
All it has to do is be assembled, and assembly can literally be.
Because you're sending fucking materials. You're not sending final products.
No.
Like China isn't.
You can send final products.
They do.
You can literally ship. You can literally ship a pair of trainers and have the boxes shipped separately. You put a piece of like wrapping paper in there. Yeah. And you put a little sticker or something. You bring the two together. Yeah. Saran wrap or plastic seal it, ship it off to the US, assembled in Mexico. Yeah. That's it.
Because he wants to apply tariffs as well, and finally, like, America's like, fine, we're America, but we're going to charge you for the business now.
Oh, you know,
because we're America.
You know what's the funny thing I learned about tariffs just this year? Yeah. When they apply tariffs to a product, it isn't the country that the tariff is placed on that pays for it. It's the importer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like sign up for a website or a service, you pay your one-time fee and you're like, you can now do business with us. It's like charging you to get involved. Yeah. And do you know what I mean? Like, they are America. If they want to do that, they fucking got the like position. Just no one's really wanted to do that before. They've not done it. And it's like, he's like, no, bitch, you're all going to pay. And for what I think like we're owed, I'm coming for you. And that's like, what's that? Well, what do we do? Because you're America. everyone relies in some part on America financially. That's why it's a megalith and, the superpower next to China.
Yeah.
Russia's their own little whatever, but they're third running, really. The UK is just a silent, legacy fucking sitting there quietly, not really showcase. We don't showcase our power, really. Only in our invasions, I guess, with America we do. Yeah. No one stands a chance. Do you know what I mean?
It's troubling times because it does seem like the UK's chokehold on the world is waning.
Oh, well, the Palestinians got to go home, I guess, in a way, because of the ceasefire.
To what?
To rubble. Do you know what I mean? They're just okay, because they're doing the trades of the hostages.
Isn't this like...
As soon as Trump got in, that was done.
Really?
Yeah. A couple of days later. Fear Trump, because he's mad. They do. This is modern times. He's one of the most mad fucking, everyone's scared. So, yeah. And they like him because he's funny. It don't matter what he says. Don't keel off yet.
Israel did the trades because Trump will go DEFCON 5 on their ass.
He will go DEFCON 5. Trump's
rubbed...
already saying, okay, now with ceasefire, but when it's done, let's clear that shit out.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying, and it was wait, huh? But all of them, supporters of conservative whatever, they're all Israel, they're all up Israel's ass.
Of course.
Like I said, even a lot of American Christians are just it's Israel. They're God's chosen people. That's the way these people see things. Mass murdering, powerful, you know what I mean, do what they want. That's not who God is. So that's weird to start with. Yeah. But yeah, they're just blindly supporting them. I don't at all. I'm what? Semitism. What? Please.
I personally have no opinion on it. Just drop it on the whole region.
That's what Trump just said. He said, let's finish the job, basically. Whatever, let's move them out. And he's suggesting places, wouldn't they like to stay here? And they'll be safer there, I think. And it's stop. You can't do this, but you always supported Israel, so people can't be shocked.
Tehran is taking applications.
Didn't he say he wants to invade Greenland and everything? This man is off his rocker.
Mr. Garrison. He said, fuck them all to death.
Yeah.
I want it all.
And what was the other one he wanted to do?
Build a wall between Canada and...
Yeah. But he said he wants Canada as well, did he?
51st state.
Yeah, he said, and he's going to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
And he said something about shit Panama owns, and he's Panama's someone else. Yeah, canal. Someone else has been, we gave it to you, not for X, Y, and Z to pretty much be running the shit. Yeah. We want it back, bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because he's got 4 years to do it, and he's so quick, and yeah, the Supreme Court always tries to block the shit, they're just trying to play tennis, keep as much of that shit in, let a few things pass, I guess. But it's quite hard to control.
In truth, though, the more threads that he pulls at, the more the political climate falls apart.
Yeah, because he's got his own agenda. Everyone else is colluding in a way. They're all colluding in some way, but he's free agent.
Yeah, I was literally thinking,
I'm going to make some good connections and I'm going to make big and I'm going to change things. But yeah, I'm a businessman and this is America, the business.
Yep, that's right. America.
He said,
fuck yeah.
There will be two genders. Yeah. Stick to shit as far as what you can be, can't be, X, Y, and Z. He's well, we can do that too. You'll be male or female. Identify as anything. He said, identify as male or female and you're good. People are going out in arms for the liberals, you can't do this. Mm-hmm. All of this. And it's no, he said, be male or female. This, they, them, whatever. That's what he's saying. And people don't think that.
Okay.
There's been stories about him potentially have been with women to be murdered. They all do. Do you know what I mean? They all do. And it's just PR and press. So yeah, he said, male or female, sir?
He said, big boy likes to fuck.
Yeah. That motherfucker is just comedy to me. So yeah, it's entertaining to say the least, but damaging on all fronts. Okay. So next topic is,
can I just say,
yeah,
this is the same guy. Yeah. In his first presidential run said, grab her by the pussy.
By the puss.
Twice.
Grab by the puss.
And not the typical twice.
He's never apologized.
Two separate intervals.
Yeah.
Well done.
He does not give a fuck.
Well done.
Mad King. He's the Mad King. But yeah, so is the Grammys fixed? People are asking. Beyonce wins Best Album for Country Music, her 34th award from the Grammys. And this follows last year where Jay-Z got on stage and was
This young woman, my ass.
She's being snubbed. She's got 33 Grammys, bitch. So what the fuck are you talking about? She's snubbed because she didn't get ever best album.
Jay-Z was just cosplaying as Kanye West.
Yeah.
He was trying to...
He does the same things, just like in a different way, innit?
Yeah.
And everyone got shook. And she's sitting there shocked. Like, that's why everyone's saying, is it fixed on all the fucking newspapers? They weren't expecting that. Because the way she reacted and stuff was just a bit weird. And the whole thing was just a bit weird.
Well, it's easy for it to be fixed without her knowing or without telling her. So
yeah,
and
totally. But it's like she really was like,
well, she's acted. You know? She's done acting a couple of times.
Yeah,
so she could have been in on it.
I think they got the first photo of her actually looking her age for once. What she actually looks like, and she just looked like a normal woman. Like Beyonce gotten older. She's like 40 something, is she?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like she is. She's not the 20-year-old no more. And it did look kind of raw. So I thought, oh, yeah, okay, maybe you weren't expecting it. But he did get on stage last year with Fred everyone. So come on now.
Obviously it is. Like it doesn't...
34 Grammys. Like people like Tony Braxton has 5, I think. Mariah Carey only has 5. Like there's people like big people who have been snubbed for like 20 years by the Grammys.
Well, when you marry music moguls,
yeah,
you don't divorce.
Yeah. Or when you get divorced, the fucking awards stop. Do you know what I mean? Everyone else has awarded Mariah like fucking 30 more. She's like American Music Awards and all the other shit, the big shit, even here. But it's like the Grammys is the Grammys. You know, when they snub someone, it's kind of like a statement, I guess, to the industry. You know?
You're not going to get to superstardom.
Yeah. I think she calls it boring. Like Excellence Award, like the other year, it's just like, is this even a Grammy? Like some glass box with the Grammy inside. She's like, bitch, what is this? Right on the stage. So
it's a participation trophy.
Yeah. So she takes the piss. Yeah, she's powerful, but she takes the piss with it. Where Jay-Z's like, this is a personal insult to us. So
yeah,
it's weird.
There does come a point where any entity is too powerful. Any entity, any organization too powerful has to crumble. Yeah.
And I think like, in all these 47, 51st, whatever the fuck Grammys is, they've never done that. So what, the one Beyonce gets the best album, you announce every time, no, this is voted by our members. Where does this come from?
I initially thought it was down to sales and streams and this and that.
No, it's not meant to be. Grammys isn't meant to be. It never was, but it kind of is because that's where the money is. Where the money is, people are going to be paid for votes. I just believe that's always a thing. Are you selling your vote this year? Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone must do it. They do.
The label paid more than Jay-Z did.
Yeah. And you've got the most like, oh yeah, it sold bare, but it wasn't really excellent. Yeah, they've won. Like, the Grammys to me has lost quality for like 10, 15 years. They're just not the Grammys to me no more. Like, sometimes they get it really right, but other times, nah.
What if it's the same and we've just aged? The cards. I
think we just had better talent back in the day. The Whitney Houstons, the Michael Jacksons.
Yeah, but there was
Mariah's still around, but they don't order.
There was A&R back then. Now it's YouTube. Whoever gets out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, there's the next signing.
Yeah, because there's not really music video channels and none of that no more. There's not really like, oh yeah, everyone knows which is the best track and the most popular right now. You got to go and see what the streams are.
Yeah,
which don't count for shit anyway.
Or still be tapped in enough that you're getting your music from the radio.
Yeah.
Because then you're told what you're supposed to like.
Yeah.
Mind you, that was the same back then. You used to be told what you...
But like Radio Spins is now a playlist. It's like, will a network add you to their playlist? Because that's what people are just going to instead of channels. And you're going to be on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, which is like almost like the politicking of music industry now with playlists. Literally, it's like what you got to do. Are you going to pay? Do you know what I mean? Or... yeah, it's weird. Everything's payola in the music industry. I'm just be telling you guys, it just is. Everything. It's the more money you got, the more chance you have. It really is just that simple. You need budget. Yeah, like disposable, might not get back for a while. Money, like some real money. So that's why labels get involved and can take everything because they provide the money at first. They're a bank, basically. You know? Or you got to circumvent a lot of your income as an independent to make it worth it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just to make shit look right, sound right, fucking, have the right connections. But yeah, music industry's fucked to me. It's just, I'm just doing it because fuck it at this point. You know?
I've been at it so long, might as well keep going.
Might as well.
I get it.
Do you know what I mean?
I get it. I get it. But it's rigged. It's always been rigged.
It's always been rigged.
It's always been rigged. Right. Ominous, but the next topic is the Doomsday Clock is adjusted for global catastrophe expected. So is that like 10-2 or are we talking 11:59?
I think it's saying it's like, I don't know how they count in the seconds and compare it to years. I don't know. But they're saying it's going to move down to 89 seconds.
89
That's the closest it's ever been. So they're obviously thinking about atomic. It's all about atomic. So I don't know what that applies to the time scale, how that converts to like how long they really mean. Because clearly they're saying like, if someone wanted to destroy the world, it will take 89 seconds to do it. That's the way I see they mean, you know, which is weird, but it's always been true.
Yeah.
It's been true for a very long time.
I think, let's see. So I remember the Cube. Well, I don't remember, but the Cuban Missile Crisis was the last time that it was at like 59.
Yeah.
59 minutes to midnight. So if it's at 89 now, 89, that don't sound right.
Yeah, I think it's 89 seconds. Can't be 89
seconds.
Yeah. Like they apply that to like, yeah, if someone pressed the button now, it'd take 89 seconds to like kill us.
Okay. So Cuban Missile Crisis, it was set at 7 minutes to midnight.
Okay.
And that...
Oh yeah, we're so fucked since then.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
nuclear arms. They've tried to de-escalate,
it's Russia.
but no one really listens.
No,
They give them too much time.
Yeah. Think about it. We need a good war.
We're having it now.
No.
This is where we're in it. We're in the grips of it between Taiwan, China, even between Russia and the Ukraine shit with Europe and America. And all of this shit is happening just because it's not in our faces, I guess. But
That's going into its third year now, isn't it?
that's the nice thing about being in the UK. Like we were promised kind of not to have to see on the boots, on ground war again. Like it became a like, yeah, we're leaning off Commonwealths and all this now, but it's like, we're still that. We're just like in wait. We're in wait, bitch. Do you know what I mean? Which is fun, I guess. And the security around the UK is very hard to get us now.
Yeah.
Very.
Island.
No one ain't even playing like around here. But yes, Doomsday Clock. That's your favorite scientist saying all that, guys. So
Degrassi.
Oh god, I hate him. That dude, the fucking plug. He's a fucking bad actor, man. Right, so next topic is Wendy Williams. She did a Breakfast Club exclusive about her guardianship.
Okay.
Did you see it?
I didn't.
Yeah, it was like, she's fine. She sounds fine. Sounds perfect now. Clearly, she had alcohol-induced aphasia. That's what I think. Every time she drinks now, it's like she goes into fucking dementia. Like, there are alcoholics who do that. And it's called aphasia. Like, Bruce Willis has a normal aphasia where his brain is just, having a go and saying not no more. But her is just when she drinks. And because she's been in that guardianship, what's she had to do all day?
Drink.
Down vodka.
Yeah.
It's on film, innit? So it's like, come on now. She's fine. She's obviously sober for a while. You can hear it. And she's just normal. She's crying because it's like a fancy prison and all this shit. Like, I'm in a place with 90-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the money's still locked up. And this white woman's basically like, it's like modern day slavery.
Yeah.
It's like she's got a white master right now. It's like sick. The way she describes it all, it's nuts. They did it to Britney. But like Britney's white. So it was like white slavery. No one thinks about white slavery. But no, like Britney's trying to actually get Wendy Williams out, which is funny. I just think, wow. Because she was a slave for 13 years, Britney.
Oh,
Trafficked.
Like the movie.
They should do a movie about her.
Yeah.
The real, like she's in it and tells them all behind the scenes. This was what it was like every day. This weird shit they did. It would be like, whoa, 13 years and then performing in Vegas was like, nah, bad.
She tried to warn us. Oh, baby. How was that supposed?
And now she's just like moved to Mexico and fucking spinning on Instagram and she's saying she's saved and she loves the Lord and yeah, it's good.
I remember at first, remember when she first sort of came out of it and she was constantly dancing on this.
Yeah, she still does it.
Does she?
Yeah. She'll have her tits out, her bum out. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Does Featherline still have the kids then?
Yeah, but the kids are probably like, I think she posts pictures of them. They're like 17, 18 now. They're like grown. Yeah.
Grown.
And she's obviously got not a favourite, but one she probably gets on with more. I think there's two of them, innit?
Yeah.
2 sons. Yeah. So
It'll probably be the older one. The one that remembers her more.
Yeah. I think the one that looks like her more. I don't think they really look like her, but yeah, one of them does.
Might be one of those tricks that her daddy being. What's happened to him? Has he just sort of fizzled out?
He got fired and shit, and then they went into lawsuits and all that shit. I think she's clear when she wrote her book, like, I ain't fucking with him. Really like that, ever. But I think she's got a brother that she sometimes sees, even though he was part of that kind of shit too. I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? I bet. But yeah, she's rich, and even though they stole most of the money, like, she's still got money.
Yeah.
She do what she wants for as long as she wants. And she takes new business, I guess. It's like some independent artist. It's fucking weird. It's Britney Spears. You'll see. God bless her, you know.
Yes.
But Wendy Williams, yeah, get her out, man. Get her out, man.
Do you know what? Yeah. I'm not really sympathetic to Wendy Williams.
Why? Because she was a biatch?
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get what you put in.
I mean, everyone was kind of, I guess, shook at her too. Because she was so popular. And something about daytime TV in America, it's like whoever's at the top really is everyone's seeing, and they're just like, and because she was so fucking wild in the beginning anyway, and then she got eccentric, didn't she? Yeah, she was quite powerful, I guess, in her own way.
Oh, but there you go. Looks like we've looped back around on the next topic. Donald Trump announces many outrageous plans and also retracts DEI roles and rules. Now, I'm seeing DEI everywhere, DEI, but I don't actually know what DEI stands for.
It's diversity and inclusion. So what they've been doing since we were about, I guess they started doing it when we were in secondary school.
Okay.
Like in here, American stuff, it's like diversity hires black people, but like bisexual, lesbian, or mixed race, whatever isn't white.
Yeah.
Has to be like, you can't just be hiring all white company. Like, you can't be doing that shit no more. You gotta have at least 3 blacks, 2 Mexicans. Like, they're literally
proportion.
Women as well. Hire women.
Yeah.
No one, let's be real. They've only been doing that. This is what a lot of people are saying. How you lot are trying to go for like the others of society, but actually what you're coming for is women. Ain't you noticed?
Yeah.
They hate women. The corporate American and whatever corporations hate women. They just want to use you and poop you out and make money off your back. That's what men do. Like, so it just is what, especially white men. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Women forgot, shit, bitch, I might get redundant next month. You know, life for a woman. You know, maternity leave.
I can't speak for the US, but I know in the UK, I'm not going to generalize. I'm going to speak about one particular manager.
Yeah.
Explained to me that from a business point of view, hiring a woman of particularly of a certain age bracket,
right,
means there's going to come a point where you're going to have someone on payroll, who you're going to pay for maternity leave, who is likely either leave after the maternity runs out, they'll come back and they'll come back rusty, or they'll come back having to play catch up. Or
someone who's had their place to keep their role, just go in, it's better than them.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club. I don't know why she's still even on there now. Because they've got the other girl back clearly because she was so popular and good at it, Lauren.
Yeah.
That just is like, just there with her. Just to say, so Lauren, what's the news of the week? Ain't that your job? The fuck is this? Like, are we just holding her here in this role because of loyalty or some sort of, we went through such a big thing with just hilarious joining Breakfast Club.
She's sitting in the back like, I fool, I'm contracted. I'm contracted.
I ain't going nowhere, bitch. You know, read them fucking topics, bitch. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
this girl from TMZ just took your job.
It is what it is.
Took your job.
I mean, it's not.
But that's just got hired because of entertainment qualities, personality, not because she can read. Or that she knows what the fuck she's talking about. Even she got hired off of talent for entertainment.
Clout.
Not because she's good at the job. There is a broadcaster syndicated #1 Breakfast Club radio show.
Her quote unquote talent for entertainment is questionable.
That's true.
Because in all fairness,
relevancy maybe.
Yeah, it's
Instagram.
Clout. It's clout, and the fact that, okay, she's going to pull in a certain demographic or a certain amount of following.
Does she even do skits and comedy anymore? No.
No.
But she's known as just the hilarious because she was a social media comedian. You know what I mean? Who I guess would do dates and stuff, but like, you don't do that. You just get pregnant and stuff in the Breakfast Club. I mean, an orange. I mean, sometimes she just does it from home. And I'm like, bro, I know you're a mum, and this is what I mean. They don't like women. You got to be with your child. This is corporate America, madam. We leave our children at home. Look at the skeleton crew and the latchkey kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're going home to an empty house and, you know, occupying themselves and, or for getting in trouble because you're left alone and just that, match it. So I watched that recently and I was like, wow, I trust it too soon. It's really good. It's a good series. It's one of them I'd own on Blu-ray, I think. Just to have that, like, oh, that was a good series.
Funny thing about Blu-ray, I like the original runs of all the old stuff I used to watch.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole this scene was removed, that has been tweaked. On new releases and on streaming sites, they literally cut scenes out of movies because it won't fly today.
That is fucked. Like, I think the National Internet Archive, I think time has to lapse, but you can get like original shit on there eventually, I think, for free, even though it's copywritten.
Okay, that's always good to know.
Yes.
Always good to know.
Good to know.
What's that called again?
What was that? Always good to know.
No.
Oh, the National Internet Archive.
National Internet Archive.
Yeah, I think it's American.
Okay. Black Hawk military helicopter crashes. Oh shit! Crashes with a flight in DC airport.
Yeah.
Several dead.
Yep. I don't know if there are any survivors actually. But you see the video, it's just a plane taking off and a black fucking Hawk helicopter goes directly to it and blam, and it's gone. And it's like, huh? And Trump said blatantly on his thing, like, called out all the inaccuracies, like, that's not possible. That was clearly like, he gets 10 minutes going, it could have gone up. I've heard just for 10 minutes saying, bitch, like, what? Yeah.
Some soldier just decided, I am a liberal, I've had enough.
Like, who's on that flight? You get me?
Yeah. But, I mean, look at the state of the world. Sweden had a 10 hit spree.
Sweden.
Yeah. I was shocked to see, like, the images of the police officers with all the guns and that. And then you kind of realize, oh, hang on a minute. Yes, the US may have more guns than people. In
Sweden?
In Sweden, for sure, if the people have access to guns. I
think, but they're probably like here, they do have armed, you know, they're set away for a time, you know. Wasn't
this a teenager that got a hold of it and went into a school?
I wouldn't know. I skip that shit now. I see it, I pass it, but I'm just like, I can't. Because this is weird. It's so, to me, CIA, like these kind of things, to me, it's like happen every now and then, and it's just like weird, and like so much been declassified. About stuff that we're like, but you lot said you do this stuff or did this stuff, like train up a person to go mad and then let them off, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Weird shit. Proven almost. But America don't even like, they can have fucking, what was it? Supreme Court, whatever, about fucking UFOs. And guys saying, no, we've got bodies. Yeah, we've got like big guys, big, you know, CIA and whatever. Yeah. And everyone goes about their business the next day. It's America. It's like we expect them not to. They're not giving fuck all away.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I think even the Supreme Court is being denied every time they go for something by some sort of structure in the US government. Like, whoever they request it from, they're all like, no. Like, it's like, what? You think what? You get me? So that's, and everyone acts normal about it. I think that's weird.
They'll be like, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Or send them
watching a TV show.
Send them documents with everything redacted.
Yeah.
Just there you go.
And two of the fucking, I remember two of the, what are they? The Supreme Court, whatever, there'll be senators and stuff, innit? Usually.
There's the House of Representatives.
So the representative of each state.
Yeah, then the executive, House of Senates, and then Supreme Court.
And then, like, I think two of them were like, well, we went somewhere last week and we saw it. You'd be like, what? We saw one, or they just had one on the fucking ship. Like, before we got there, and we got banned from seeing the first, like, they did see stuff eventually, but they were like, at first they got denied. Like, they got denied. It's like, we're the ones who set the laws in this country, and you can deny us. So, yeah. And in court saying, they're all like, oh, well, I can tell you this, I can tell you that. And they're like, so who's stopping you? And they're like, well, our organizations. They told us not to tell you.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's true.
So, like, back in my day, Back in my day, see how old we are. That shit would have been called treason. That shit would have been called, like, okay, we need to fire everybody and put them in jail. They'd do it.
Sorry, as in the president, the Senate, and the Supreme Court.
Right, see?
The Senate has, senators, House of Representatives, that in there.
Yeah, so it's like, come on now. It's like MPs, isn't it? It's like all the MPs and then the judges, all that shit. But the White House.
Don't forget the Lords. Basically. Don't forget the Lords.
And the
Lords are there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's strange, but.
The real Lords, the blood Lords.
The barons.
Yes.
The Lordships.
The Duke of Edinburgh.
The Duke of Edinburgh. Okay, so next topic is Kendrick Lamar to perform It's Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. We're going to do it, man.
Looks like after a very good, successful run, poor Aubrey Graham is getting his nigga wake-up call.
I know. Long time coming.
Yeah, they're like, don't forget, after all, you're Canadian.
You're a Canadian, sir. You hunt moose and, jerk each other off in the shower. The goddamn Canadian scum. That's what they say,
Yeah. And, of course, imitate UK drill, UK slang.
They're so funny, Canadians. They're like the little, like, orphan international babies of the world. They're just like, you got your Indians, you got your French, you got, like, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
An English, French, Americanized society up near fucking Alaska. Well, no, are they above Alaska?
They're in line with it, aren't they?
In line. So,
like, half of it's in line, the other half is just below on the borders of the top of US.
Yeah, I've never been to Canada, but I've got family there. I think every West Indian person at this point, because they're just the second kind of, it's either France or Canada or here.
Yeah.
That's what they aim for. And America, obviously. But if you notice, Americans are kind of like, Jamaicans and all just seem to like get swallowed up by America within a generation. And then they can't even speak patois. But then they're like, they sound like they're imitating themselves, but they are actually what they are. So it's weird.
Yeah.
They just get separated from it.
I think the ability to assimilate with the cultures or the ethnic groups closest to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't feel like that happens here. I feel like we're so heavily influenced, like, from our culture still, even if we're British, where in America, they just become Americans. It's like this weird whitewash over everything, and they're just like, we're American.
I think, although there might be a higher rates of diversity here, there is lower rates of integration. The further away you get from central London, the more and more, the police officers become more and more Caucasian.
Yes.
Out of London, you might have a large Asian community.
Birmingham, for instance.
Yeah. Primarily policed by Caucasians.
Yeah.
And then over here, down here in South London, now that there's no more, there isn't as much emphasis on local policing.
Yeah. Does that mean with the DEI culture ending that maybe the police here will stop diversity hiring? Because you'll have, no offense, a Mexican munchkin in a wheelchair chasing after you in the streets as if they can do the job as well as that,
I can't confirm if the US rescinding on DEI means that the UK is.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm aware,
no, they're talking about it though. It's like basically being enacted by companies, you got to remember. So not necessarily even the government. I know Trump said what he said, but that's just what his intentions are. But the companies are all doing it.
So
and that is what takes instant effect.
Are you saying in the UK?
Companies are saying we're not hiring blacks. There've been articles about it for about 2 years here, saying like they're like, from the black journalists or black, people have had the experience saying they've stopped hiring us, guys. Like for a few years now, like none of us are actually getting jobs, but our mates are getting jobs and shit. Like we're fucking being discriminated. Either it feels like discrimination because they've had the diversity hire. Someone's always going to take you and have to discount your race. They have to do that. Are you good then?
Well then that obviously,
if you can't care you're black, then are you at least good?
That obviously raises that issue.
Yeah.
Competence over, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Because if it boils down, they have to hire anyway. The incompetent one's going to have to do.
Yeah.
And
besides, the office tends to reflect society. If you have 5 competent Caucasians and you
should you find them?
then you throw in the mix 2 competent ethnics. And let's say ethnics of the dark
People of colour.
Yeah, the dark ones.
Oh, the dark
and then,
ones. Yeah.
And then you go and throw 2 ethnics of a lighter variation or of an Eastern variation.
Yeah, balance it out.
Yeah, you'll find it. And unfortunately, there will be the clashes of, the HR complaints and this and that. And then eventually it'll be the minority elements of the office that has to be cut out.
Yeah.
Because when there's those kind of ethnic disputes and things, HR's go-to response is get rid of the person saying, I'm a victim here, as opposed to, retrain.
Never trust HR.
Yeah, no.
Never do it. Like, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
They don't work for you, I'm afraid.
If you have an issue that you need to take to HR, you need to fire up, update your CV.
Yeah.
Fire up your preferred job searching medium and get out of there quietly. Really do.
It's true.
So our last one here, we have North Jersey woman turns 110 in presence of 82-year-old son. Oh, wow.
I know, that's mad, isn't it? When I heard that, I was like, 82?
I need to find out what on earth she's been eating, what she has been doing, what she hasn't been doing.
Yeah, I think it's an old white woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, but I even saw the other month, it was like a black woman who turned 116.
Oh,
and she's doing an interview and she's very, very old school. Like, you're like, oh my God, like history? Immortal? Do you know what I mean? Like, you vampire bitch? Because you're like, oh, bitch, you're over 100 years old. I'll be like, asking so many questions, like, archive these people, please. We've got digital, we can record them. Let them ramble all day and night. I swear to God, because we could really benefit. Don't let that experience fucking go. As humans, that's the most futuristic we could possibly be, I think.
Yeah.
Get the wisdom. How many of us are going to get there?
Wow. To have lived over this past century, to have witnessed and seen history, like, the memories they have access to is almost like looking into a porthole, like a warp hole.
Totally.
Just be like
so childhood, and that's like over 100 years ago about childhood. They were 16 100 years ago. Like, childhood is like fucking over a century ago. Like, what?
That's wild.
That's amazing.
That is wild.
Yeah. Like, obviously it does show that the life expectancy has risen by a lot. And I always thought they would like play it down.
Yeah.
Just over time, I'm like, nah. Yeah, there's hardships on this world, but fucking hell, we actually do all have the access that we should require. Yeah. You can get an Amazon delivery to the Maasai.
Yes.
We are all dialed in. And it's just about competition now. Even if you're poor, man, like they're hustling. They're not like starving in the desert anymore, which is like, I don't know why they keep promoting that. They've got their solar panels, they've got their phones and their laptops. They might be out in the fucking farmlands like in Kenya, but guess what, they're like regular teenagers.
Can't store ice cream but can get Instagram.
And because like the charity, there are villages getting like solar panels, being taught how to install solar panels. I think it's quite cool, like the workshops. You've seen all the women in the village in some big place and some white women like, so this is how we connect. Bitch, I don't even know how to do that. And I bring in light across the desert. Light across the desert. So yes, thank you to the whites as usual. And everyone gives their awards to Beyonce. I'd like to thank Beyonce. It's like, I'd like to thank the whites this week for the generosity. But yeah, that's pretty much the hot topics, I think.
Yeah.
So we are going to go to an ad break. We'll be right back.
AWell and Planet VXD Music presents Saint and his new single Down, available on selected major music retailers worldwide. Stream and download as well as order your standard and limited edition CDs only at elasticstage.com/saint. Listen to the official remix everywhere.
Hey there, storytellers and adventure seekers. Do you remember the warm embrace of childhood tales? The kind that filled your heart with wonder and joy? Well, it's time to relive those cherished memories. Introducing Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life, a Planet VXD Studios production. A delightful collection of nostalgic short stories featuring everyone's favorite honey-loving bear. Join Winnie the Pooh as he embarks on new adventures, learns valuable lessons, and explores the enchanting realms of Enchanta Village and beyond. Each episode is a heartwarming journey filled with friendship, imagination, and a touch of magic that's perfect for both the young and the young at heart. And the best part? You can now buy or rent all episodes on Amazon Prime Video. Immerse yourself in the whimsical world of Pooh and his friends anytime, anywhere. So why wait? Grab a comfy seat, maybe a pot of honey, and dive into the timeless tales of Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Stay connected. Follow us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content. Head over to Amazon Prime Video today and start your adventure.
It's the slanderous, the insatiable, the problematic, the honest, and downright uncensored Vexxed moments.
Bringing light to our darkened hearts.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Saint.
And me, Moe Vader.
And we are back in the favourite, the favourite part of the show. This is a new season, guys. So yes, we're gonna come at you with the Vex moments as usual. And you're a new listener. This is where we get vexed, share what's pissed us off maybe, or, just vent a little bit. But yes, do you have anything particular to start with?
Yes.
Okay.
The robot programming of the corporate entity, of the office person. Now, without giving too much away, there are jobs worths in every walk of life. And they just get worse and worse the further up the ladder you get.
Yeah, they ain't got scruples.
None.
And they don't even pay off for half of them.
It's true. they're literally in there, literally in the position for the discomfort and the abuse of power they can get in.
Yes.
Whilst there.
Yeah.
I
can't stand it. It's like, oh, you're not for the people, bitch.
Mm-mm.
You ain't gonna have my back. You're gonna fucking suckle at the teeth of the establishment.
You are for the tick box exercise that your life and your job is.
Yeah.
I've got
constantly trying to put you down to impress the, overalls. And it's like, the fuck do you think this is?
Unnecessary scrutiny whilst fully knowing almost all of London's councils have a major money problem that seems to just, it's just flying under the radar. Maybe no one cares.
They spend as it comes in.
It's gone.
They're in deficit.
It's gone. And
corruption, all the time. We've never not had that in London. It's an old city, very old, 1,000 years old, and it's always been this way. It's very hard in a place like this to have, things run properly.
Yeah.
Not have that, it runs where everyone's on the take. You know what I mean? Even the rich are like that. They're such sneaky bastards. We've got a lot in the sense cost of living is extremely high, even for what the rest of the world would see as luxuries. And your standard life is luxury. Even if you're struggling, you still have everything you need.
That's true.
That's the point in London. But we're paying for basics on a level that's ridiculous. So
crazy work. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Job serves are the worst. They ruin everything.
Yeah.
Cancer, cut them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to suck up.
Are they still actually banning cigarettes? Or is it just banning it from a certain age?
Yeah, they're just increasing, I don't know what with the cigarettes, but the vapes are banned the single-use vapes are banned from June 1st.
Oh, shit.
Which I'm pissed about. I have one brand and it's the Big Lost Marys.
Yeah.
And they last 6,000. They say, listen, when they say 1,000 plus, for me, that's nothing. Mm-hmm. That's gone in a day. I'm not spending a tenner sometimes for no more. So I spend 15 on a Big Lost Mary and it lasts 4 days, 5 days. £15. That's one box of facts, lasting almost a week.
Yeah.
And I know they say, chemicals is worse off than tobacco, which I believe. But even with singing and stuff, it's just not affecting things the way tobacco affects those things, because you ain't got the tar, the smoke, whatever. It is just fucking chemicalized air.
Yeah.
It really is. I've noticed a big
Vapor, innit?
difference.
It's vapor.
Yeah.
There's a bit of moisture to it.
Yeah. You just get some, even as a singer, you have off days where you almost like your voice, you're just not having it. And then there's days where when you're a smoker, you know it's because you're a smoker. And now I can sing whenever I can just do what I want. I don't have to think about it twice. And it's just ease of muscle. It's just muscles, isn't it? So they clearly are relieved. And I've noticed a big difference. So
I've got to go see the doctor now.
yeah.
I take 2 puffs on the vape. I'll cough like 6 to 8 times. Phlegm comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, they're going to make it so that's banned. So I now have to find some sort of like, you know, refillable. But I like the brand. I like the wood that it's just not going to be available legally.
Check online. They will definitely come out with a replaceable pod model.
I hope so. It's like, come on now.
Yeah. They definitely.
What you gonna do?
If they've got a USB-C port on that,
because these are rechargeable batteries, but you can actually take the batteries out and swap them around. Where the juices, I guess you can do that, but it's going to mix and it's weird. But they don't sell the juices for these on their own. It just comes with the product.
Just yet.
You know, hopefully.
You wait and see. Because I did know, I've set up one of those before and I noticed that the cap.
I bite them out. But with the battery you can pull out, but you're not meant to be able to on these back out the juice. Yeah. But I'd take the battery out and then use my teeth and pull side out.
You can do a swapsies on them.
Definitely.
They'll just start selling. They'll put the price up and they'll sell each individual component for that slightly bit more. Drive up the profits.
Yeah. The
government will bleed them for more tax.
Yeah.
And they'll use that to fund NHS and cancer and this and that and that and this. But not enough to stop it. No.
They need to profit. And this is the thing, like, I don't mind the permanent vapes or whatever, but, cause that's very old school. You know what I mean? That's how we started out with them, like with the little thing at the top, like
the pen.
Weren't the best. No. You know what I mean? Now it's next level. But I don't know. I've got to find some sort of, because I will always have some sort of smoking habit, like, because I enjoy smoking. I'm not afraid to say it. I just like, it wasn't an addiction. I would lean on it a lot of times, but not really like, oh, I'm addicted. That's how I was able to just go, yeah, okay, I know, I'm done.
Yeah.
As far as risk, seriousness. You know what I mean?
Gambling your health.
But
I'm addicted.
Okay.
Oh, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. You're allowed something. Fucking hell. People are addicted to coffee and they don't have to do anything until they're old.
I mean, I'm back into coffee now as well.
Oh, I'm always into coffee.
I'm itching because
that was my nickname. It was actually, I've got family members who call me Coffee because that is my nickname. I drink it at night. Yeah, I can still sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Loves it. Different forms of it. Cold coffee, cappuccino, all that shit.
I want to know,
want to mocha for bed? Hot chocolate.
What's a flat white?
That's just like, it's black underneath, but it's got like a white, like for me, it was like black. It's still black, flat white. Unless there's just coffee with milk. Different countries are different. Okay. Yeah, they say things different.
Okay.
But I thought flat white was just a basic coffee.
I have no idea. I know
flat white on top.
I know I saw it in, is it Mackey's?
Because the latte is milk with coffee. So flat white is black coffee, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
McDonald's flat whites are disgusting. Don't do it to yourself.
No.
I don't even like the cappuccinos. I don't even know why I buy it if I'm around. I don't know why I do it because it's never been good. But in school, it was like, oh, it'll do. It will fucking do. But I do like a Costa and all those stuff. Starbucks, I'm not that big on.
Really?
I know I ain't tried everything they do. They do best shit in it, but yeah, just every time in Turkey, I used to drink that all the time. That was the coffee place near me. Cafe and Turkish coffee and shit. That is something else. That would be considered a drug. Like a drug, drinking heroin on the street or some shit. That shit's like, whoa. Every day? No, man. Even for me. It's nice, but fucking hell, like, that is like a fucking drug. You can be on that every day, like, it's insane. And when you learn to make it too, it's real easy, and it's just like, oh, you're wired, man.
Do you know what? I had coffee with Eritrean family once.
Oh, they're similar.
And they brought coals out.
The Arabs don't
like an incense that has to be burned.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I was very impressed. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And the coffee cups are tiny. They're like a couple centimeters.
That's what you
tall.
need. That's too much.
And just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's what I like about France, because they're more connected. It's like Arab culture, whatever, it plays out different here. In France, it's more, even though they're criminalized there and all the trouble, they still got their own thing. And like, you can go France and the coffee is like, and French are known for coffee as well. So the blend of the two is like, people say Italy, but no, I think France is coffee, like, should be coffee king, you know,
espresso,
you know, proper shit. Here is slop.
Here is
unless you went to the Ritz or something where they pay attention.
Shisha bars and cocktails.
Here is real ghetto, man. The grains ain't graining. And we rely on Illy. That's what we used to drink growing up. Illy in the house.
Okay.
When that's quite expensive. I didn't know it was like a premium brand. Like a Harrods brand. We were poor motherfuckers drinking that shit. Because you can be poor with like taste and class. Yeah. People think you can't be. But if that's all you know, you're like, nah, Illy, because it's the best, we won't go without. Like...
I guess that's a UK privilege.
Nescafe was like, oh, if we have to.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's why we had coffee machines. We always had something going, because we're not going without that. All my whole life, there's been a coffee machine. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Nescafe original.
Man, keeps people going alive.
I can't wait to get my next batch in.
I've been drinking too much Costa. It's just not great. Like, actually, like, funny enough, train station coffee shops, when they're open to get me.
Yeah.
There's in Wimbledon, there's a Starbucks on platform.
Yeah.
Just on, like, when you get off the train, oh, Starbucks. Like, usually where it's like some little, you know.
Little sandwich.
Like, okay, it's because the look probably, because international tourists and stuff. Let's put Starbucks. Because I'd never seen that before.
No.
Not even in West, is there just a Starbucks on the platform?
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Wimbledon, if you guys didn't know, just step off there in the daytime and you're laughing.
Don't
just up the road for me.
Don't leave the station though. Stay in the station. Get your Starbucks. Get back on the train.
Oh.
Yeah, man. But that's me. That's me for.
Yeah. What was I trying to think of? As far as. Yeah, so like, I think it's stupid when it comes to, it starting to piss me off, like social media, period. Yeah. Like, where the fuck is it really going now? What is it? It's now just part of life in a way that's symbiotic. Do you know what I mean? And that is strange. It's like, you know, when we talk about transhumanism and robot arms and legs and shit. No, we were already there in a way. We are one with the internet.
Yeah. Literally,
in a way that TikTok was shutting down in America and all of that on my birthday. And everyone's crying. On like, oh my God, it's community. You know what I mean? Oh my God, like, bitch, what? It's only been around for like 4 or 5 years, like, crying.
Oh, a little bit more. Remember, it was a little bit more musically.
Yes, that's it.
There's a lot of people that were using it before it turned to TikTok.
Not for me anyway. But it just became a monster when it became TikTok, and it was like, yeah, anyway. So I'm just on TikTok, like, I've had it for the whole time. But I've used to use it in the beginning, like Instagram, but then it was boring to me. But now it's developed. I don't really know what to do with it. But it's probably the first social media I feel like not too old for, but like, what is this now? Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, I feel like I'm too old for TikTok. I don't even get it intuitively how to even, and we're internet babies. You know what I mean? And computer babies and shit. And like, I'm just like, yeah, this is just.
Do you know? For the past 4 days, every time I go to my phone and I go onto Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, I keep getting the thought run through my mind, just delete all these things.
Same.
But like delete.
YouTube is like social media videos now. It feels like annoying.
Yeah, YouTube
fucking.
Listen.
You'd think it's the end of time, Doomsday Clock, because everyone's reliving everything. I feel like I'm in the time zone.
I have a very serious problem with YouTube Shorts.
I hate it.
I've lost nights of sleep to it.
Yeah, there's designed to make it that way.
I've actually kept on scrolling down through it.
Yeah, I'd rather do that than TikTok. Like, even then, YouTube Shorts all day. Don't know why. But yeah, TikTok for me, it's like, TikTok reminds me if you did acting growing up, it's like in the drama room where everyone's performing and everyone's doing like, it's like TikTok is that. And I feel like to jump in the ring, you gotta be doing some great. I'm not acting for with you bitches in here. This ain't drama school. Like, what is this?
Be like, watch me hit the blue steel.
Yeah, this ain't the groundhogs and the fucking central stage, bitch. You know? Like, it's just a bit it's a bit cringe to me. But it just feels a bit beg and a bit like wannabe. Everyone's a wannabe, you know? It's just annoying. I don't know. I have no idea. And yeah, I just think I'm in that stage now mentally. I know I look younger, but I feel social media, I'm done now. No more. I just barely can stand the ones I got.
You know, strangely, I don't use TikTok enough to have an algorithm. So when I go on it, it shows me the people.
And if you block your ads as well, don't let them track you. It's even worse. Just don't do it.
Is it?
I've done it, yeah. So they're giving you anything now because you're not even tailoring to what you search. You get the weirdest ads, and it's just like, bitch, you don't know what? Yeah, it's horrible because there's so many ads on Instagram now. Even if you're verified, people think, oh, it's better for you now because it's a service and like you're going to see less ads and stuff like it's fucking Netflix. No, we see the same ads. It's annoying. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's annoying. So there's not. Yeah, I just hate that, and I hate the whole. They're going to block DeepSeek, but why you not like Trump let TikTok go? Okay, you can operate for now, but you know, it still needs to be half of it and it still needs to be sold off forever. And it's come back. So everyone who was crying a few days later, I had to like delete those videos because they were acting a fool on TikTok. Like, ah! Everybody posting fake pieces in retrospect. So it's like, what the fuck? And then it's back. So everyone's like, oh, wipe the tears and like pretend you weren't just crying over a fucking app. You pathetic losers. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of imposters lost a lot of money.
Yeah. And money, obviously. And it's weird because TikTok's a moneymaker allegedly if you're on it all the time.
You know what we did miss that has just come back to mind? All the food stamps. The food stamps has been taken away from people.
Food stamp?
Oh yeah. And you know, since TikTok went live again.
Milk token.
Yeah.
Go get them milk tokens now.
If you don't know,
if
you're not in the UK or like mainland England, Wales and Scotland.
Yeah.
The equivalent of food stamps over here, well, one of the equivalents is milk tokens.
Yeah.
And milk tokens used to be like a pink and white little card thing that you take. You give it at the cashier.
You go around your convenience store.
Yep. And basically they'll deduct like £3.10 per token off of your shopping bill.
Yeah.
To subsidize milk and fresh fruit.
Yeah.
But of course,
you can't buy fags or none of that shit on it.
No.
You can try. Some people take it anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're valuable in a way.
Get them traded. Trade them in for half the price. And
if you're broke.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, take advantage. That's the thing. Definitely in London.
I think they only do that for families or
like child benefit receivers.
Yeah. People that their child is under a certain age. Otherwise, there's no food stamps. There's universal. There's UC, universal credit.
Yeah, which used to be just a bunch of different benefits. And then they've conjoined it all into one and they're phasing people out and so on. But a lot of people would have been switched naturally because of the way they do it is like smart in a way. Because they'll like say, okay, we're rolling it out in this postcode.
Yeah.
And just if you move to that postcode, you'll automatically go from legacy benefit to UC. But people have been cut off because they didn't upgrade themselves or they weren't aware of the switch.
Yeah,
because it's a hot mess.
They get sent a letter. Yeah. If you don't switch, people get
scared. They're like, what does this mean? Are you getting reassessed? Technically, you get more on UC than anyone would get on a legacy benefit. That's part of the ploy to get you on it in the first place. It's like 2 switch. And it's still more than it would have worked out for most people.
Yeah.
It's just an upgraded version. But it's still not enough for Londoners at all. You could be on the highest like income and it ain't enough.
The sneaky thing to it, it's centralized accounting.
Yeah.
It's everyone's information all in one place.
Yeah.
There's
and there's still elements like if you were in a disability benefit before, not just a normal job seekers or something, then you will get an extra added bonus because of that. And it's called an element and it's still part of UC. So you can have an element too. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Depending on your health or whatever. But it's still fucked up here. Everyone's struggling still and it's London ain't improved.
In the US, they're on TikTok crying and saying, I'm going to lose $3,500.
Yeah.
That, wow.
I know. And rent control in America and stuff like that, we don't really have to hear. Like in some neighborhoods that it does exist. But it's for like, they keep it for like, until they die, most of them. Because it's rent control. There's a whole different fucking rule base just because it's been in the city long enough. Or it's in a certain neighborhood that used to just be like, I don't know, they just do that because they have to. And you can find massive ones that are like pennies because it's been, rent controlled.
There's a bit of a shady practice where, yes, there is rent control, but the percentage increase year by year is capped at like 4% or 5.4.
Yeah. So it's just held behind this, Yeah,
it still goes up.
Or them finally trying to kick people out of their rent control because they want to, like, it's mad. In New York, I think, mainly. Yeah. But yeah, it's just a situation for the rentals.
Yeah, man.
In the city, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but that's me.
Yeah. Yes. I don't think, ban TikTok then if DeepSeek's such a problem. Like, just do that. Because if that's Chinese, what do you think TikTok's social and fucking psychological influence? Like, it's shaped everyone in a matter of a few years.
People were selling TikTok videos on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they were selling, who was it? Some GameStop were buying phones from people with TikTok on it. If it had it installed, they were upping the price. Because everyone deleted the app for some reason and couldn't get it back because it's banned. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, look, let's pay you double what it's worth because it's got TikTok on it. It's like, it still won't work. But it's like, if it comes back, or it's weird. Yeah, everything's monetizable now. Yeah, VPNs don't work.
Oh, don't they?
Not in America. No, it's banned. It's like the way the Chinese do it. It's just because these Western countries don't do it often, but they have the same powers.
So when those videos have NordVPN advertised,
it's considered a crime, because it's banned. Before it's like, you can use one. Yeah, it's not technically like they don't like it, but you're meant to surf the internet from where you are. That's the point. It's like they just don't like it. Sorry, I don't know what commission it is, ICC or some shit. I don't know. Internet control something shit. Fuck those. But yeah, I just don't like all the hypocrisy and shit, man. Yes. Save the poor.
Save the poor.
Save the poor. Is that all you've got?
No other business from me.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else really. Yeah, I was thinking of like things to leave behind in 2024. But that's something we could do next time. Actually, I'm going to write a list of things.
All right.
Never happened, but you could do bingo card. Yeah.
True.
So, yeah. So get my new single down everywhere. And that's pretty much what I'm working on. Music and shit, man. So that's the promo from me.
Have a good week. Have a good week. Have a good week. Have a good week.